guys, Jamie here, keeping it coy. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. So in today's video, it's Operation Tidy Up. Tomorrow I have the Pipework Koi Club meeting here at my gaff, so I need to get the garden a fair bit tidier so we can actually fit some people in the garden, because I don't really want everyone just sat on the grass. So Operation Tidy Up begins. You may remember what my pergola looked like. And now I will spin you around and we can have a look together on what it looks like now. Bear in mind, I have just been to B&Q and Dobbies and Maidenhead Aquatics, and I have put some new rubbish in there. So without further ado, I'll spin you around and I'll show you my view from the living room. So that is my view from the couch. So I've got telly on one side and then fishies on t'other. So yeah, we'll get up and have a look. The pond is gone. And this is the famous bench that I've been mentioning several times. I did have a bench there, you just could never see it. And I've got my pallet bench there. That needs to go in the wash this year. It kind of got abandoned at the back last year and then I couldn't get to it. So yeah, it looks like it's got a few holes in it now as well, but never mind. But yeah, you may notice a liner sat on my coffee table, or one of my coffee tables. I've got too many coffee tables. Got two there. I've got that one, the dolphins. The top for the dolphins I've just chucked behind there with my insulation. My nets are just piled up there as well at the minute because I just wanted some seating area to have the meeting. I've also got some new bits of wood, but let's go for a walk and I'll show you what else we've got. Just picked up a huge sheet of plywood. This is the big 2.4 by 1.2 metre plywood, and this hopefully is going to be the roof to my filter house. So I've got that. I've also picked up a shed load of timber. That is going to be my jump guards. You'll have to bear with me with that. I'm pretty sure you've probably seen them before on other people's channels or other people's life. This beast is being collected very, very soon, later today. Thank God for that. And it's gone for the asking price, so that's a bonus. This just got delivered. Let's have a quick look at this and just pause you a second so I can use two hands and get it up. So this is my new fry net. It's basically a 1 metre by 1 metre by 1 metre square box. Comes with a lid, my one, just with a corner flap, which is big enough for pretty much any fish I'm ever going to put in there. And yeah, so 1 metre by 1 metre fry net, so when I need to move my tow side into here to get my new fry, I can put them in there, save them going down the bottom drain. So that's that. That wasn't that expensive. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but about 30 quid on eBay. So yeah, that's a plus. This new rubber liner that I've just picked up from Maidenhead Aquatics, that is going to be the cover for the roof for the filter house. These are also going to be the cover for the roof of the filter house. Again, I'll show you that when I get to it. Not going to do it today because it keeps raining on and off. Backy shower is now on the main pond. That's looking good. I'll put in a clip that I did as I was doing it, but this is what it looks like now. My pipes are buried, my drum's still cleaning, but yeah, my pipes now go under the ground there. On this bit of fake grass, got a bit more offcut that I'm just going to cover the gap there. But yeah, that goes pretty much down to the pergola down there, so I can walk down there even if it's been a bit damp and rainy without getting muddy feet. So I'm just sorting out the gangway and the pipework from here. As you can see, I've dug a little trench for the flexi hose to sit in up to about that point. And now the plan is, I've cut myself the last bit of 4-inch back waste I had, and I think it's a bit long at this moment in time because of how high the pipes are coming out of there, because I was hoping to get it to sort of start there, but there's no way obviously them pipes are going to flex that much. So the plan is to just cover them up with that, get it all right and neat and tidy. Sorry about the shoddy camera work there, but yeah, cover that, get all them covered up with that. Oh dear, I'm going to get wet feet again. I've had to move my bucket while I'm sorting this out. Drum still works, I'm still cleaning, but yeah, got a bit of a puddle down there now because I've been treading in it. But yeah, so back to that, get all that covered over with that, and then I'm just going to put a very small amount of soil over the top to make it all nice and flat, and then that way when I come round this corner and need to get down there to do any maintenance, I don't have to dodge the pipe work. So I'm going to get this all sorted because I need 2 hands to do it, and then I'll snap back to you in a bizzle. Well, there you go guys, so pipes are now coming out of there under the 3/4 of a 4-inch pipe, and then it goes along there and then back out there. It's only a little length, it was 2 metre length, and I borrowed some, well, I chopped some of it off to make that, which that was only about 9 inches coming out of the drum into this, so just 9 inches short of 2 metres. And I've got a load of stones along this side because it's now raised slightly higher than the sleepers. I don't want obviously damp, soily, clayey stuff sitting to the sleepers, so then big old bags of stones I dug out and kept a few back. That's come in handy, and the bags of soil that I've used on there, that was the last 3 bags of soil, or it's not really soil is it, it's more aggregate, but the last 3 bags of that stuff that I dug out the bottom of the pond. So that's now a nice flat surface and walkable on. So I'll snap back to you in a second to show you what I'm doing with it. And voila, the offcut I had from the these bloody feathers, the offcut I had from the fake grass that I laid, and even if it's damp and wet down here, that will stop me getting muddy shoes if I have to get behind there and do any maintenance on the backy shower or anything. But yeah, I turned the pump right down while I was doing that just in case, but I will gladly crank it back up now. But yeah, so Operation Tidy the Garden, we are getting there. So I've emptied 3 bags of soil, one's in there because it's split open on me, and 1.5 bags of stones. And yeah, what I'm going to do is just gravel that area. I'll re-tile this bit for the tile that I broke, but the other tile that used to be down now, I'm not going to put it back down, because then if I do have to get to the pipework for whatever reason, obviously I've got to smash the tile again. But yeah, I've got a couple of full-size ones left there that will finish that off. There is one of these that is cracked now, and might, yeah, along here, look, I did that whilst building somehow, but yeah, I mean, it's not loose, it's well solid in there. I might just leave it for now until it does finally give way or the split opens up. But yeah, so we're looking good, we're looking good. Turn that pump back up, get that re-churning. Pond's still not perfect, but at least I can see more than 6 inches into it now. We're about 1.5 foot of viewing. That needs cleaning out, but I might leave that for another day. As you know, obviously the fry didn't spawn. The fry didn't hatch, should I say. The fry didn't spawn, because fry can't spawn. Yeah, they didn't hatch. And then yeah, these guys are doing really, really well. It's nice and warm in there today. A bit bubbly for some strange reason. Don't Whether it doesn't, well, I suppose it does look a bit like the proteiny bubbles on the side there, but yeah, I don't know what these bubbles are all to do with, but hey, it does happen sometimes. It depends on the time of the year, I suppose. But yeah, so we're all looking good. Operation Tidy Up is well ago. I'll show you how the pergola's looking at the minute. Tables have all been washed. Obviously the old pond's gone. I'm just sorting out all the crap along the bench there. Got to get my dolphin table out, and then carry on tidying the rest up, which now I've done all the big jobs, that's what I'm doing. I'm titivating and tidying up now. So crank this pump back up. I think I can turn it down to about 10 at the minute, yeah, so get that up to about 30. I'll get the old backy shower churning good, and that's better. Lovely. Right, I'll snap back to you a bit later. Pond's looking great. It's a wee bit high at the minute, so I've taken their trickle-in out. I adjusted it and obviously didn't adjust it very well. The trickle-in is overflowing these guys at the minute. I'm literally just letting the water trickle out. I've got a little dribble coming out there and a little dribble coming out the back side as well. Just trying to reduce their salt content a bit quicker. We're down to 0.5 now, so yeah, they'll when they get below 0.3 I can start looking at moving the bigger ones that I'm keeping into the main pond. So that's good. My job today, I need to sort out the air on this drum, and I'm also if you remember back, I showed you a little clip that Oase allowed me to record of how to get rid of error 88. So I'm going to be doing that today. And Phil from Telford Koi Pond has given me some great advice on what to do with the sensors, and also how to change the clean from every 20 minutes to every up to an hour, whatever you want. So I'm going to give that a go as well in a bizzle, and I'll show you when I'm doing that. Well, I've still got the drum off at the minute because of how low the pond is. It will just clean itself silly, so I've left it off. But yeah, what I'll do, obviously I said that show you guys how to get rid of error 88. Rather than me waffle on about it, here is the clip that Oase did for me at the show.
Back front on the other. Yeah, we don't need
He's faster than me, you're going to have to
you
wait.
do.
That's all right.
We're going to see how to get rid of error 88.
Okay, thank you. No worries, cheers.
He's even got a bloody holder to hold it, eh?
Okay, so once we're at normal conditions now, we've got error 11 here because the lid is off, but normally you'd be showing temperature there. Press menu until you see E7. Press and hold menu again until you see the binary code, either 0 or 1. Leave it on 0. Let go, it'll reset, and then you won't see that again.
And that'll be the end of error 88. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And now you've all seen that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the apparently you can't do it while it's off. Okay, I'll have to turn it on then, and it doesn't go into a cleaning frenzy. So I want IN, hold my finger on it for about 5 seconds, and it's going to flash. So as Phil said, it's probably set to 20, which is the manufacturer's settings. Just for now, I'm going to change it to 30 and see how I get on with that. So leave it, that's it, that's now reset, and it's now on cleaning. So I'm going to turn it back off though, just for a few little while. It's starting to rain again, so that will help the pond fill up. But Nala's being special as always. Let her out now. The grass has soaked up most of the water, but she likes to bathe in it, don't you, Matt? What have you been chewing on now? Bit of leaf. But yeah, so that's that. Bag there, we'll have a look at that in a second. But yeah, I've got some NT Labs Clears Green water, green and cloudy water. So I'm going to give that a go, because the stuff that I put in that I got from the show changed it from green to white. So I'm guessing it was just a hydrogen peroxide based product, which obviously generally bleaches the water. So I've now got a cloudy white pond, bit more clarity, but I don't know whether that's just because the UV is starting to work, or whether it's the stuff that I put in. So I'm going to give it another few days, and if it's not clear or clearing, then I'll give that a go. I've got me a new adjustable tap head to go on the tap that's down there, so I can have one turned on, a slight pace going down to my 3-stage dechlorinator that I got from the show, the big one. I got some better hose adapters from Hoselock, because one of the ones on the that came with the dechlorinator didn't work very well. New hose, so I can keep my garden hose, and then I'll just run that. The plan is to run that under the decking. Obviously I've got a bit more tidying up to do to get that under the decking, come out at the back there, and then attach the dechlorinator at the back of the ponds over there somewhere. Haven't decided where yet. Depends how it is. Got some giant gate hinges. That's for me roof, because it is going to be a lifty up roof. I've had these for months and months and months. Where are they? Here they are. This is my idea. I've got some hydraulic lifts. So these are for Ottoman beds, and considering it's only 12mm ply with a bit of rubber on it, I mean, they're designed to lift. The frame itself is really light that they lift, but they're supposed to be able to lift it and hold it up there with a mattress on the top. So I may have to add some extra weight to the roof, otherwise it'll be a real bugger to pull back down again. But we'll see. We will see. So yeah, Operation Tidy Up. It's still not tidy, but there's places to sit. And as you can see, although this is a bit dirty, that has been placed there specifically because this, when I'm sitting in the garden, having a coffee, munching me dinner, whatever I'm doing, that's me view. Although I don't even need to step outside to get that view, because I can watch it through the window. But yeah, I found my old solar pump that was in my storage cupboard, which, as I said to you guys before, zoom out a bit, there we go, was under my backy shower, so I couldn't get to it. So made that, bit cobwebby and whatnot. I've got all my old airlines and hoses and bits in there, and then I can't remember what's in that bag, but my old spray bar for the shower, and that's still not currently attached because obviously I've gone from 1-inch to 2-inch pipe. So yeah, but yeah, that's my storage box, and that's just a water and weatherproof bag for anything I want to put in there that's don't want to get wet, basically. Pop that back down, and yeah, that's all that. So hopefully I'll get the roof on. Probably won't be this week actually, because this is the only afternoon I've got off, and I want to sort the air and the drum out. But what else have I bought? I seem to have a Mainheads Aquatics bag down here. Now, my local Mainheads Aquatics is nothing special by any means, but they do stock Japanese koi, and yeah, nothing special, not grade A or top class koi, but they are Japanese. and they've got a deal on at the moment, 6 for 60 quid, and who can complain at 10 quid for a Japanese fish. So I will get them out, give you a quick sneak peek. They're only dinky, they're going to be for the grow on pond obviously, but we'll get them out and we'll have a look what I've got. And there they are, guys. 6 fish for 60 quid. So what have we got? We've got a lovely little kajaku down here. Absolutely stunning little fishy. Hopefully he'll grow up to be a beautiful fish. I literally stood there for ages with the chap looking for perfect. I've gone more for body shape this time and perfectness rather than colours and patterns. But yeah, each one of these, I love the body shape. What else have we got? We've got a lovely little shower down here. His fins don't match, but I'm sure they probably will even out as he gets older. We've got, I believe, to be a Deutz Kajaku. Not too sure, but that's what I'm going with. But I love the patterning on this one. Look at that, look. Lovely zipper. And some Benny spots down his side, and he's got a lipstick on that one as well. So hopefully he'll grow up to be beautiful. We've got a Ogon, Yamabuki Ogon. Great body shape on this one. Wasn't the biggest one in the tank, but it was certainly the best body shape out of all of them, so went with that one. We've got an Akamatsuba. He was the biggest Akamatsuba in the tank. And was that everybody? Oh no, and the biggest in the bowl, a lovely, unusual colour. Not that you can probably tell on this video, but Chagoy. He's sort of a orangey bronze colour. Yes, I know I've already got 3 or 4 Chagoys, and no, I'm not going to turn into low and have a pond full, but I definitely do like me Chags. But yeah, 6 little Japanese fish to grow on and see what they turn into. So I'm going to pop these guys back in their bag and get them floating in the pond down there. I'm going to acclimate them slowly with a bit of pond water in the bag every sort of 5-10 minutes, just because of the amount of salt level that's still in there. And then when they're pretty much equal, I will release them in. So I'll snap back to you all in a second. Well, they've been floating for a good 10 minutes, so I'm going to add the first bit of pond water into the bag. They're pretty much identical temperatures anyway, because and I've moved the hose in there for now, just give that a little top up. But yeah, the my local dobbies, they're koi are outside, and they're literally a 3-minute drive from me. So although they don't have a big selection or anything special in there, if I'm in there and something tickles me fancy, then you've got to have a gamble, wouldn't you? But yeah, it was the Chag and the Deutz Kajaku that made me have a look. But they did a deal on 3, and I thought, well, I do want a nice Yamabuki Ogon, so I thought, well, I'll take a gamble on that. But then I spotted the Akamatsuba and thought, well, we'll have a gamble on that one as well. And then I thought, oh, it's either 3 or 6 for the deal. So I thought, well, I ain't gonna get rid of any out of the bowl, so let's add a couple more. And then I ended up with the Kajaku and the Showa. So yeah, probably now the smallest in this pond, but they'll grow. Just had a big water change today, almost 50%. So I'll bring the salt meter down in a second. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll get some pond water in there for these guys. Let me just set you guys up so you can see. But yeah, if I have got salt and things like that in me grow on for whatever reason, this is how I do it. Just literally just a couple of scoops at a time, just literally maybe a couple of 100 ml if that. And just let the salt mix in the bag, and then what I'll do, I'll come back in 5 or 10 minutes time, do it again, and keep doing that until this bag is almost full, and then they'll be almost identical then to the pond water. So I am going to pause you here again and keep filling this bag up, and we'll snap back to you once it's done. Right, so they've been about 45 minutes, been doing other bits and bobs around the garden, but as you can clearly see, the bag is pretty much full to the brim. So they've got more pond water in there now than they have the water they came in, so I am going to start letting them out. So yeah, some of these guys in here, looking at these new tiny little fry, and then looking at some of these guys in here, whew, they've grown really well since transferring them into here, and they've only been in there a week and a half. But yeah, they've certainly put on size since moving into the bigger vat. But yeah, the only reason I've allowed myself to buy 6 is because there's at least 5 or 6 that I'm going to be moving into the main pond. So yeah, you've got a couple of kahakus coming over, Benny Kikikuru's coming over, Chag coming over, and I think there was 1 or 2 other ones. But yeah, it's a bit manky colour in there at the minute because my UV's not working. But anyway, without further ado, let's get these guys in the pond. Yeah, I'm not going to tip the water they came in into the pond. This will help reduce the level when I lift this bag out. Who's going to be first? Mr. Akamatsuba, you want to be first? No? Alright, you don't want to be first. You can be last then. Let's go for Mr. Ogon. Or Mrs. Ogon. There she goes. I don't know if you saw that there. She doesn't want to be held. Under there we go. Let's get a better grip on the bag and we'll try again. Who's next? Mr. Chagor, you could be next. Bye, Mr. Chag. Or Mrs. Chag. Who's next? Shower, you want to be next? Says nope, but you're going to be anyway. Off we go, little shower. Who else we got? Mr. Kujaku. Look at this little fella. Off we go. Who we got left? Oh, the other, what I believe to be a Deutsch Kujaku. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. More than happy to be corrected. But yeah, I love this one. Absolutely stunning. Bye, buddy. And last but not least, come here, bud. You didn't want to be caught the first time around, but you're being caught this time. Oh, no. You didn't want to go on camera, though. And that's all 6 little fishies in their new home. Ooh, that's now really heavy. Well, we ain't going to see them at the minute, not with the water as brown and manky as it is, but they're in there. They do look absolutely tiny in comparison to most of them. It's when you buy fry like that and add them to your existing fry collection, you kind of realise how big your fry have grown. But yeah, the salt hasn't, oh, it's gone off there now. But yeah, the salt isn't reduced as much as I was hoping it was going to with such a big water change. Excuse the wastes floating around there. Yeah, 5.4 it came up with last time, and 5.4 it is again this time. So that's only gone down by about 0.05. I'll turn that off. Give it a shake. Right. We'll get this lid down because just put new fish in and we don't want any spookers or jumpers or anything like that. So bear with me, I'll get the lid down. That's it, they're all packed away for a little while. I'll leave feeding them for a little while, but we'll give these guys a bit of food and then we'll start work on the drum. But yeah, these guys have been eating like anything. eat me out of house and home. But yeah, let's get me mix in here now. I've got all sorts because I picked up a bag from the show of Saki Hakari, so that's been added to the mixture. I can't remember what the green pellets are in there. Just a high protein, cheap food, I think. And then the lighter pellets, these ones, they are aqua sauce wheat germ, and then the darker ones there are aqua sauce with garlic. The smoother, rounder ones are the new, hello, Mr. Chag, hand feeds all the time, that one. Anyway, got loads of food. So, oh, and some colour enhancing pellets there in the corner there. I've been having to give them a bit more than I usually do, just because of the free monsters in there. Yeah, them free, including the Chag. Normally throw in a little tiny handful, and within 3 gulps, they've eaten it all, and the other 4 or 5 don't get any. Little shower. Love that little boy shower. But yeah, the one that jumped out, the Hyatt Surrey, you can probably just about make out him down there under there. He's still very skittish. I don't know whether that's because he jumped out. Oh, there's a ghost, or whether he's always been like that. But the Akamatsuba that's in here, he has always been really skittish. He's a bugger to net. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I want to try and get this pond a bit clearer, because if I have to net one out, there ain't no chance, not a chance on this planet. It's only got to swim a foot away from me and I'd never see it. So yeah, I need to get this pond clear. Not that I should need to net any of these guys out. I mean, they were fully treated and scraped clean and everything before they went in, so as long as the Hyatt Surrey hasn't got any sores or ulcers from him jumping out, we should be good. But yeah, they don't like it when the phone's hovering over the pond, that's for sure. But anyway, let's go and have a look at this drum. So my plan with the drum is, first off, we're going to get, well, I've already cleared the error code, unless it's come back already. Oh yeah, that's come back already. So pond today is at a lovely warm 22 degrees, and has been for a few days, but as we all know, it's been a bit of a heat wave the last few days. So yeah, we're at 22, but I am first off going to just clear error 88. I'll run a clean cycle first, lift the lid off, and just double check the sensors from what Phil at Telford Koi Pond has given me some advice on them, and if they are still bang on, then yeah, I'm just going to get rid of that error 88, and then I'll change it from cleaning every 20 minutes to cleaning, I don't know, probably try every half hour for now, because the float switch itself doesn't even really get a chance to do the clean. It's just the half an hour intervals, because I've timed it on my watch. Not enough waste in the pond. There will be when I throw a few more fish in. So yeah, I'm gonna run a clean, and then once that's done, I'll snap back to you once the lid's off. So I got my tool belt out just in case I need it. But yeah, the cleaning after level there is almost bang on. To be honest, it's pretty much at the highest it can go. It's only about 2 mil under the actual water level, so that's as close as I'm going to get it. The float switch majigger, this actually isn't the cleaning's float switch. That is, Oase said that is to do with, they want to check that the water is coming back up to the right level after a clean. They said it never used to be on the old models, but yeah, that looks like it might need hiring a tiny bit. I might have lowered that a hole or two too much. But does anyone else's drum get their bloody media stuck behind this airline? Because it's annoying me. But yeah, you can probably tell this side is boiling away a good one, and that side is only simmering a bad one. Not very well at all. Obviously we've got a pretty dead spot over there. I can get rid of the dead spot by turning the air up in here a bit. and that easily gets all that media moving. But then we've got like a volcano this side, and obviously I don't want the air that much, but there's like a real fine line to get the media fully moving. And there you go, look, back to a dead, almost back to a dead spot. So that needs to go up just a tad more. Yeah, so like that, and that'll a little bit more. Oh no, it's starting to move. There you go. Yeah. So at that speed at the back one there, that then no dead spots. We're looking good. But then this side is absolutely vigorous. So my plan is, whether it'll work or not, I bought 2 little stainless steel Jubilee clips. Looking at them, they might be a bit too big, I don't know. They were 8 to 13 mil, I think. So we'll see. And the plan is to empty this, find the airline, and just tighten one ever so slightly around the air stone here on this side, so we get more of an even flow. I did ask Oase if there was any way to do that without doing something like that, and they said no. So yeah, I'm gonna get me flexi hose on there, which is hanging up there currently, water the grass, and I suppose that's a good reason for overfilling the pond, isn't it? Water the grass, get some water out of there so I can reach the Bitty Bob airline, and then get that sorted, see if we can get it a bit more even. Right, so I'm going to drain this, and I'll, if I can, guys, big tip, when building a filter house, even if you want it as small as you possibly can, think about not only to house your filter, but you want to have access all the way around, whether you've got a drum or not. I mean, I've got a bit of room here at the front, except obviously for the hose tower. I mean, that is literally an inch away from the door line. But yeah, if you need to get to the back of your filter for whatever reason, I can only just reach the nuts for that. And because whatever they're made out of, I don't know. I would have assumed they'd have been stainless steel, but they're certainly not magnetic, because I did drop them when I was adjusting that float switch, and my magnet on a stick thing that I've got, you know, doing what I do for a living, quite often drop screws, nuts and bolts behind things. So yeah, I've got a magnet on a stick in my toolbox. In fact, it's probably in this toolbox. Yeah, magnet on a stick, telescopic. It's got a little torch on it as well. See a little torch there. Not going to turn it on, but yeah, that extends to just over a metre. So if I drop anything behind the cabinet or cupboard, I can pick it up. But yeah, the nuts for that are not magnetic, so that was a pain in the backside. But yeah, I'll get that adjusted somehow, and then I will play with that. So I'm going to snap back to you once it's done and see if we get a bit more better of a roll, because what I want to do is turn the air down a little bit so this one isn't boiling as much, but leave that one obviously kind of like it is now, so there's no dead spots at the back. It's yeah, got a nice colour on it already, considering the fish have only been in there what are we now, 2 weeks and a day since the fish went in, because we are Tuesday today. So anyway, I keep saying it, I'm going to snap back to you once it's done. Yeah, I repeat that tip, leave enough room behind your filters in case you need to get behind there for any reason. 6 inches will do, but when you're planning your filter house, leave some room. That took me nearly half an hour to adjust that float switch when it should be a 20-second job. I mean, you can tell how long it took me. Look how much the water levels dropped, because the drum needs to start cleaning again. The float switch itself is going to drop in a minute. But, well, it's not a float switch, but you know what I mean. Anyway, but yeah, that's that done. I've got the hose connected in there to water the lawn. It's going over there at the minute. It doesn't reach the back of the lawn, but the flow that comes out of here, it's fine anyway. So I'm going to go turn the pump off, close all the valves, and drain this bad boy down. Right guys, you can open the gate valve with me.
Nothing on the floor that matters, just my tool bag, which I'll move that in a second. Which way, that way?
Oh, I ain't closed the out valve. Did that last time, and there we go, got it. Ooh, a little bit stiff, that one. Like that. Yeah, but look, you see what I mean now. Look, all the media really gets stuck behind the air pipe. Bloody pain in the bum. Let me just move my tool bag. Stick it on the 3-stage, but yeah, 3-stage, 10-inch, but jumbo size. Not cheap at all. Could have got the standard 10-inch or even the 20-inch for a third of the price that I paid for that, but oh well. Oh, there you go. There's the grass all watered, flooding the path. It will actually end up running down to the pergola because it's a pain in the bum. My whole garden has just got a real gradual slope down this way. It's one of the reasons I've left this channel with decorative stones here to, if I do ever flood the lawn because I need to drain a pond or anything, to try and catch the water and run it back that way, because it does drain really quick, but if you've got to let a lot of water out, obviously if the ground's hard it takes a while to start soaking in. But we might be good today because that's just about to stop, and that looks like that's almost about to stop as well. But either or, don't matter, we're not here for that. We're here to find the airline for this air stone over here. I might have to move a load of this out by the look of it. Don't know. I'll keep digging and I'll snap back to you if I can find it. If not, I'll get a clean bucket and put some in a bucket. No, didn't need to empty it out. It's all piled all the way up there. So we found the airline and the air stone, and I've got to get one of them around that airline and hope that I can tighten it enough just to put a bit of squeeze on that airline there. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to go to plan B. And I don't have a plan B yet. Right, snap back to you in a second. There we go, that's on. I don't know if you can see that, see if I can get you down there. Yeah, I've literally only just tightened it just a tiny bit to start off with, and I'm going to give that a try and see how that goes. Obviously if I have to drain it again, I have to drain it again, but it's not a massive difference between the two, but it's just getting it right. So put the hose back on there like that. Yeah, now open the valve. Might as well do the bottom drain, give that a quick purge while we're doing it. Catch you in a second. There we go, let's purge the bottom drain. Fair bit of muck coming up there as well. Obviously the drum screen needs a bit of a clean, but we will see if this is a bit more even, and if it is, whether I can turn the air down on here. All this stuff, just try to get the media out from down this pipe. Anyone else got these drums? If there's a knack to that, I mean, I've tried pulling it this way, I've tried poking it that way, but to stop the media getting stuck in there, any tips would be greatly appreciated. And I'll tell you what, if I just move the drum screen round, I will come through a bit quicker. And I'll do a clean afterwards. Here we go. Right, how are we looking? Ooh, that's looking a bit more even. Let's see if we can just turn it down a tad then. Let's see if we still get any dead spots. To be honest, this one could probably still do with being a little bit slower. I think if I leave the air there, because we're now just starting to get a dead spot in that corner, look. Yeah, if I leave the air on that powerful and just try and slow this one down, because obviously there is no dead spots in that one because of how vigorous it's bubbling, but yeah, so I'm going to drain it one more time, tighten that up. I might even just quickly stick the lid back on and give it a clean
before I drain it down. Snap back to you in a second. Well, it's still not perfectly even, but it's better. I've literally tightened that Jubilee clip up as much as it will go, and it won't go any tighter. So it has slowed this one down ever so slightly, which is making that one boil that little bit better. Still getting ever so slight gathering in that corner, so I might just tweak the air pump just the tiniest bit. It's so difficult to move it half a mil. That'll do. That's as good as I'm going to get it, I think, because if I take too much air away, I mean, look at how little the pond is now bubbling. I may have to bite the bullet and get another pump, but then I'm stuck with this 75 because yeah, 75, oh no, 70, sorry, because either that or just get a bigger pump, and oh, I don't know, we'll see how we go, but yeah, that's just really annoying. I could have made it perfect, but I ordered these stainless steel clips, and I ordered 8 to 16 mil. I don't think you're going to see it through the bag there. Oh, there you go, yeah, you saw it then, look. 10 to 16 mil they've sent me. If I could have just tweaked it that tiny bit more, that would have been probably spot on, but no. So yeah, that's annoyed me, that has. If they'd have sent me the right ones, that'd be fine. As you can see, I've lost an awful lot of water doing that, and I'm gonna have to go and change my shirt because I tweaked it a little bit and it still weren't enough. So I thought, I'm not draining it again, I'll stick my hands in. But yeah, look how much the water level. Right, it was way above, well, not way above, but it was above the top weir. It's now way below the second weir and is about to hit the bottom weir. So yeah, a lot of water gone just to try and even that out, but oh well. Good time to throw in some more pom balls, but that's had the pom bomb from Skeggy. It's had the Oase Bio Kick that came with the drum, and then it's had a vial of Oase Bio Kick Premium that I already had, that I use for my fly setups, and yeah, I've got a few little balls left, the old little pom balls that I can throw in, and big shout out to my man Phil from Telford Koi Pond, because I just won one of his prizes on his competition, and that was for some pom balls, and it just so happens I have literally, where did I put them? I only got about half a handful, not even that, left in the tub. I've had them out and I thought I chucked them in there, but apparently not. Oh well, I will find them and throw them in. I'm gonna wrap that up for today. I tell you what, because that's taken me so long, the fish have all settled in there, settled in here by now. Let's chuck them some food, see how hungry they are. Oh, it's a bit squidgy down here on the grass. Cannot do anything one-handed. Spin you around. Scoop of food. This is their colour one. So I've just moved the lid again, so they might be a bit spooked. Considering I've changed nearly 50% of their water today, though, you'd have thought it would have been a bit clearer than that, wouldn't you? It's not the filtration's fault, it's the UV. Oh, yeah, they waited till it went round the back away from me. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that back there. Oh, they're coming to the front now. Yeah, they all seem alright in there. Right, just give them a little bit for now. They've had plenty this morning. I'll leave them to it. Right then guys, that's me done for the day. I've adjusted the drum as much as I can. I may look at getting a smaller clamp, or if there's something that will do that job better and just squeeze that airline. I know obviously I could stick a valve on it, which would probably be the best solution, but I don't know which valve I would need. But yeah, if there's like an adjustable clamp or whatnot, or if anyone knows what size valve I would need to put in that line, drop me a line, leave a comment, because I would really like both of them air stones perfectly even. That way, if I'm restricting the flow through the fast one, all the feeders going off. Yeah, if I'm restricting the flow in the one that's bubbling fast, that means the one that's bubbling slow obviously will start to bubble faster, which means I can then reduce the air in the drum just by a tiny bit, and then the pond will get more air. So we'll see. Yeah, the feeder just went off. It's only set to give them a little bit at the minute. You can see what's just dropped out coming through now. Look. Changed it to 2 spins now instead of 1, but because they're big pellets, there are a few small pellets in there, but generally big pellets, and they don't get much out, but they get that 3 times a day, plus the big old handfuls of food I throw in every morning and every afternoon. But I think I should turn my trickling up for a bizzle, get this back to line, and yeah, 6 new fish. We'll see how they progress. Got the roof for the filter house, got the rubber membrane to go over said roof, got my new fry net, got loads of stuff, lots to do, not enough time to do it, and that always the way. But yeah, so I'll get that hose turned up. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Massive appreciation to everybody that's been following me. The fish is appreciating you all as well. And yeah, we will catch you all on the next one.